Jay Leno took a fall down a hill. Is that the real story? I just want to know. He's 74. He said he's at some hotel and he rolls down the hill. I mean, Humpty Dumpty, what the heck is that? I don't know. Here's the story I got from, today.com. 74-year-old former Tonight Show host and TV personality arrived at his latest comedy show with an eye patch, broken wrist, and a bruised face. He told Inside Edition that he fell down the side of a hill on his way to dinner before a Pittsburgh show. And then he said he hit a bunch of rocks, which resulted in him being all black and blue. And he said one of the rocks happened to hit him right in the eye, which is why he needed an eye patch. And he lost a nail on his finger. Okay. He said, it'll be fine. I'm not worried about it. All right, well, Jay Leno's not worried about it. But inquiring minds are going, excuse me, what? I don't know. Seems like weird, shady. I don't know. Let's just look into it. Mr. Jay Leno, excuse me. That's my pre-night with Epidote Palm Stone in a shop. One of my shops. I think it's actually on AlyciaWicker.com if you want one of those. Anyhow, Jay Leno, what happened? Of course, all alleged for entertainment purposes only. Not fact. Psychic downloads, snarky opinions. Jay Leno, Humpty Dumpty in it down the hill. Let's see. What can we find out? I said despite the fall, he performed just 3 hours later and did not cancel his stand-up shows. Okay. Well, he had some type of fight. A fight with the wall, maybe? Okay, in the past. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, for sure. Okay. This is not just a fall down the hill. Thank you so much. That's not. Allegedly. Looks like Jay's in some, we'll say, trouble. Now, what kind of trouble that is, I'm not sure, but he's in trouble. And so he didn't just take a tumble down the hill. He was a tussling, my opinion, with some folks who don't care if you're 74 years old. You've been doing some shady shenanigans, Mr. Leno, and we need to have a talk with you. And you're going to make sure you don't pull that crap again. Okay, so you better pay up. This is almost like, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing, but you better pay up. We need to get this settled. We need our money. Give me our money. They need the money. He's like shitting his pants over here. He might have to sell one of those expensive cars or something. I mean, I'd take one off his hands, but I don't know that I have enough money to settle his debt. Here, would you take $10 for the Rolls Royce? No? Oh. Yeah. I think he's got like some major ass debt. People are like, no. Pay the man his money. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can find out more about this alleged debt Jay owes whoever it may be. What is this debt you owe, Jay? I don't know if we're saying loan sharking here. I don't know. This is like, I'm loaning you money. You're supposed to pay it back. I don't know that this went through the proper channels. I'm just saying. Oh, good Lord. Oh, not El Diablo. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. El Diablo. Well, let's continue on. Just having a nice sunshiny life. Everything's fine. Yeah. Never do a deal with the devil. I'm going to dance with him in the pale moonlight at a Hampton Inn and end up rolling down a hill. Yeah. Oh. Justice is swift. Uh-oh. Jay's in some big, deep doo-doo, I'll tell you what. Now, you remember his wife, I think, is dealing with Alzheimer's. One of those, I could be wrong on the exact diagnosis. But he is taking care of her. Mavis. And they don't have any children. But it looks like there might be a threat here if Jay don't come up with the dinero. to pay off his debt. This is not looking good for Mr. Leno. It's like I agreed. I'm going to say this is not how like we would go to the bank and say, "Hello, I would like to buy a house. May I take out a mortgage?" No, this is more like Vinny the loan shark down on the corner. He's going to help you out. But if you don't pay back Vinny in time, I don't know that Jay thought he had the money that he could just pay these guys back. It'd be no problem. Short-term loan. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't know. Now, I gotta wonder, Jay Leno has all those cars, right? I'm sure you've seen Jay Leno's garage at YouTube video. If you haven't, or his channel. I think it's a channel on YouTube. I don't know. Maybe it's somewhere else. He has like the coolest cars. Like, I'm envious. I like cars. Old cars, not these new pieces of shit. And he's got some cars in there I'd like to have. But who's going to buy these cars? Because a lot of them are very rare. So I don't know. Maybe he's not liquid. Maybe this is why he's doing comedy shows in, where was this one? I already forgot. Pittsburgh? Is this why he's doing comedy shows? I mean, what's his financial situation looking like here? Not very good. Can you imagine? You're in your 70s. You got to go on tour. You're staying at a fucking Hampton Inn. I mean, none of this makes any damn sense. I mean, I don't know what the Fancy Pants Hotel in Pittsburgh is, but I'm sure it's not a Hampton Inn. I'm sure they've got a Fancy Pants one in Pittsburgh. I'm assuming. Unless all the illegals are in it. Okay. Anyhow. Uh-oh. We've had a problem in the past with something here. This is the, wow. Because I'm looking here. We're asking about financial situation. I don't know. Something happened in here in the past, in my opinion, where we've kind of are not liquid anymore. At least that's how I'm going to phrase it. We're not liquid anymore. Something came up, some type of, let's say, big expense. You know how, for us regular folks, say if all of a sudden there's a terrible storm and it takes the roof off your house, right? Not that I'd harp on about it, but that kind of storm. Takes the roof off your house. Now all of a sudden it's like, well, you got to get a roof on your house. That's like 30 grand. And you're like, oh, then you become Tiger King. I will never financially recover from this, right? This feels like him. There was some big outlay here he had to make. I'll never financially recover from this, okay? He has a lot of assets. He do. He's looking to see how he can maybe offload them, but it doesn't feel like there's a lot of liquidity out there for people to just say, oh yeah, I'll buy your fancy pants car here. Okay. He's trying to find a solution to this problem. He thinks he's got somebody, I don't know, maybe he knows some foreign prince in a foreign land that's got some liquid money. I don't know. Maybe he can talk to some of the Saudis. They seem to be super rich. So he hopes he's got a line on getting this fixed, but I don't know. It seems a little scary. I'm so curious. What was it that put a fork in me? I'm done. I'm just a nosy lady. I can't help it. I'm like the Mrs. Kravitz. What's going on over there, Mr. Jay Leno? Can we find out any information? Let's also, okay. Let's see. We're going to pull out the 80s, 90s song deck. Let's just see if we can get some money. Not money. Ha ha ha. Jay Leno wishes. Let's see if we can get any ideas off of the songs. We're going to shuffle up here. 80s, 90s song deck. Wise Jay and Deep Doo Doo. Whoa. Whoa. We're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Never financially recover from this. That's where he is. Interesting. Just another manic Monday. Oh man, I wish I had auto-tune like Mary J. Blige, but anyhow, I'm just gonna say, I'm thinking I'm catching on what they're dropping. You spin me right round, baby. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Um, I'm gonna go out on a psychic limb. The amount of money perhaps to take care of Mavis, because let's be honest, is Jay Leno going to be in there taking care of her hourly? I doubt it. I take care of my mom, and it was basically hourly, and but I'm a regular schmuck. I didn't get any government cheese, and I don't have riches like Jay Leno. Well, I guess Jay Leno doesn't really have riches either here. This is coming through very clearly. This type of care that he is trying to give to her is way more expensive than he probably ever expected. It does not feel like he's got the coverage. I don't know if they can't get any of, you know how there's the motion picture and television, like they have that rest home or whatever. I don't know if he can't get her in there. He can't get a deal. I don't know. There's something here where he's paying for a lot of these things. Maybe she's got something else special going on with her, but it's paying out of pocket for a lot of this stuff, and he's tapped out liquid wise. Tapped out. No bueno, Jay. No bueno. All right, let's see what's next for Jay Leno. Is he going to be toast? I hope not. All right. There? Okay, good. Smoke and mirrors with the magician? Come on now. Uh-oh. Yeah, in the past, had a lot of money. Don't rob Peter to pay Paul. Stop it. This is like creative financing. He's not out of the woods yet. This was like, I don't know, when he fell down the hill, he gave him a Rolex or something. It ain't gonna satisfy the problems. He's looking for this money. He's having to borrow to take care of, important things, but no, this is like I overextended. I shouldn't have bought all those fancy pants cars. Um no, there's going to be some type of creative solution coming down the pike, and I don't know if this means Jay Leno's going to get hit with another stick. I was going to say an ugly stick, but it's not like he was that beautiful to begin with. But looks like he's going to get hit with another stick here because Judgment Day's coming, and the next time he gets hit with that stick, it ain't going to be nice at all. This is going to be some psychopath like who probably should be in an institution, but instead he's one of the henchmen. This is not going to go well, Mr. Leno. You got to he probably can't even afford security. He better stay home. I don't know. This is not good. Okay, this is under our hopes. Hey, can we work out a deal? No, they don't want to work out a deal. External influence. Yep, look at you. You have all these cars over here, and whatever other fancy pants shit he has that we don't know about, but you have all these cars over here, your little hobby. But this is your liquid cash gone. Fears. Please don't be the death card. Oh, fears. Nobody in his past, no old friends he can call in. I don't know. They all kicked the bucket, perhaps. Can't call on anybody. Wishing he could call the cops, but you can't really call the cops. You can't call the law when you've been doing shady deals. Challenge. Trying to turn this thing around. I don't know. Cards don't want to give me what's next, except he might be looking at another beating, but probably at a different hotel. I don't know. This is not good for Mr. Leno. He's got to be watching. He's got to. It's danger town for Mr. Leno. God. Oh, if I was him, I don't know. I'd hire a bodyguard, but I don't know. What is he going to pay him with? You pay him with a Rolls Royce, I guess. That would last for a year, I'd think, bodyguard services. Not sure, but that's what I would do. Seriously. All right, well, until next time, adios.